Hi there, today we're unboxing an outdoor Wi-Fi camera. So this particular one is by a company called Reolink. Details in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So let's take a quick look around the packaging. So it comes in two boxes. One contains a camera, the other one contains a solar panel. So let's take a look at the box with the camera first. So if I come in close, you can see here it says wire-free 1080p rechargeable battery powered or solar powered security camera. So quite excited to test this one out. A bit of a break from the norm really. Okay, some branding there. So the web link coming around here, some details there. So 100% wire-free, two-way audio, 1080p, full HD, weatherproof and smart PIR sensor. Okay, also solar powered or rechargeable battery powered, which I've already mentioned. Branding there. Okay, some details here. So live view with Reolink app on smartphone anytime and anywhere, even on the go. So the app you're after for this is Reolink. And more branding. If we come around here, we've got technical support and RMA contact details. Okay, and that's it. So next, let's have a look at the other one with the solar panel. So just a picture of the solar panel on the front here. If I come around here, app details, branding there. Okay. Reolink solar panel, non-stop solar power, easy setup and weather resistant, IP65 waterproof. Okay, and around here warranty details. So it comes with a 2-year warranty, they're saying, and nothing else. Okay, so let's open up both of the packages and see what we get. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging. So from this side onwards, you've got all the items that came in the box for the camera, and then this side onward this way, you've got all the items in the solar panel box. So let me show the solar panel items first. So you get 2 quick start guides, and reason for that is they're all different languages, and just a short amount of detail on there, nothing too complex about this. Obviously installing it, mounting the panel, and obviously plugging it in. Okay, as well as that, you've got a sticker you can put on somewhere just to show you've got video surveillance. Don't like the fact they've got branding on there, you don't really want to give that away. Then you've got a template for the actual bracket, so you can use that when you're drilling your holes. Then if I open this up, you've got a CE declaration of conformity, okay, and that is multi-language from what I've seen. Okay, that was all in this pouch here. Okay, next we've got the actual mounting bracket. So metal construction on this, and there's a tightener here, and what that's used for, once you've adjusted to your needs, you can spin it around up and down as well, and then you just tighten it in place and then it won't move, so it's firmly in position. Okay, next the actual solar panel. So loads of cable on this. I was quite surprised. So they give 3.6 meters on there. Build quality is really nice on the cable, and if I show on this side, it's got a micro USB connector on there. So all good quality cable, so like that, and a rubber seal on here, so when you connect it to the camera it's watertight, and they obviously do recommend putting this over if you're going to install this outside. Okay, next to show, you've got the mounting point there for the bracket. So simple as just adjusting this so you can see the thread, and then just screwing it into position like that. Okay, next let me show you the items for the camera. So again, you've got a warning sticker you can use, same as the other one. Then you've got a quick start guide, multi-language, quite a number of pages on there, but obviously that's because of the different languages. Then you've got another template for mounting the bracket for this one. Okay, and you've got CE declaration of conformity, and this time just in English. Okay, and all these items came in this pouch, just to show. It says be prepared, be Reolink, and Reolink down there. Okay, next you've got a charge cable, and this is USB to micro USB, good build quality again, and this is approximately 90 centimeters in length. Okay, Wi-Fi aerial, plastic construction and adjustable like any other Wi-Fi aerial. Got some fixtures here, so just to show. 3 raw plugs, you've got a reset pin there, 3 larger screws, and then 3 looks like very small screws there. Okay, then the mounting bracket. Okay, this feels of plastic construction actually. Surprised, because the other one was metal. I was expecting this one to be the same. Metal here, and similar idea on this. So if I loosen this, you can just adjust it, and then once you've got it in position, you just tighten it up, which is a nice idea. I think it is one of the better ones I've seen. It's simple to adjust. Okay, and then the actual camera. So nice compact design on there. If I bring my ruler in just to show, so without the mounting bracket, if we go right to the end, we're saying, if I come off here as well, about 11.5 by around 6.5. So nice compact size to it. Okay, if we take the cover off the top here, you've got the PIR sensor here and the actual lens there. And if I come round just to show, so all strong plasticky construction on there. You've got the Wi-Fi aerial point, you've got the mounting point for the actual mount, and you've got the power source location there. So obviously a rubber cable over that, sorry, a rubber cover over that. And then if we come around here, just to show, got a QR code under that, so I'm just covering that for now. And another rubber seal here. I think this should have really been a screw down part of it. Don't make it too easy for someone to access this, because obviously that'll have your footage on there. So you've got a micro SD card slot here. They don't provide one, obviously you've got to buy your own, same with most of these cameras, and an off and an on button, and it looks like a speaker point there. Okay, if we come around, and that's it. And installing the mounting bracket is very straightforward. You'd probably want to take the screw off first, and then you screw it in, and then once you get down quite low, you just turn it to a point where you can see the screw hole, and then obviously tighten it up. So that would be much lower down. And that's it. So good build construction on there, and nice compact camera. Okay, so next, let's put in the SD card into this. So the micro SD card, if I take the cover off here, I've got one here, and it should slot in as it shows in the picture. It goes in like that, and we just want it to click, and there you go, it's clicked in. So it goes in quite far. And another thing just to highlight, looks like the reset button on this is just here. Once that's on, we just cover it up. And then next we want to install the actual mounting bracket. So with that, like I say, we want to take the screw off. So we'll take this off. You can take it now, and we can just twist it on. Okay, and it's at that position. And what I can do now is just put the screw back in there now. And the advantage of the screw is it avoids it coming loose. So obviously it's just locked the thread in position, and it just can't come away easily. So that's good. Now the next thing to put on is the actual Wi-Fi aerial. So straightforward, just screw it straight on. And that's it. That's the camera assembled. And let me adjust it slightly. There you go. Okay, next the actual solar panel. So if I take that, I'll expose the thread a bit more. So if I twist that down, yep, and bring this up, take this and twist it straight on. Okay, just tighten that up. And it's as simple as that. Both items are assembled now. Okay, one thing I didn't mention was this. They've provided a strap for some reason, and there's no instructions on what it's used for, and it's not even part of the packaging list. So not sure what that's for. Maybe to hold something in position if you need it in position when you're installing it, but not sure. But interesting to hear if anyone knows what this would be for. Okay, so the next thing worth mentioning is the camera has a battery built into it. Now, that battery needs to be charged up for it to function. So that's why they give the micro USB cable. So I've got a power bank here at the side, and I'm just going to plug this in to charge. And if I plug it in, you should see a faint light at the side here. If I turn my lighting off at the sides, maybe I have to see it. There you go. That orangey red light. Now what that is, that indicates that it's charging. Once it's charged, it'll go green. Now the idea being, with the actual solar panel, it will keep the battery internally charged up so it never dies down. So hence why it will just keep running. Okay, so let's make a start at setting up this camera. So I'm at my Android phone. If I go to the Play Store and we search for Reolink, and it's that app there. If I click install, and let's give it a moment. Okay, the app's installed. Now let's click open. Okay, next we'll agree and continue. Oh, it needs access to the files on the device. We'll allow that and agree and continue now. Okay, and that's it. Next we'll click the plus here, and it needs to read in the QR code on the camera. So let me do that off camera. Okay, so I've scanned in the QR code. So next, let me plug in the camera. So what I'm going to do, initially, I'm going to take the cover off here, and we're going to turn it on from here. And then as well as that, we can get the connection for the solar panel.
Camera has been started up. Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
There you go. So I'm just going to plug in the solar panel as well.
Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
Okay, and just to show the seal underneath, quite a tight seal as you can see.
Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
Okay, so back at the phone, if we've got two options here, connect to Wi-Fi and access the camera that's already been set up. So we'll say connect to Wi-Fi. It says, please run app, add camera, and set up. So I heard the voice. Okay, next I need to enter in my Wi-Fi password. So let me do that off camera. Okay, so I've entered my Wi-Fi password. Let's click next. And I've been presented with a QR code. So let me scan that onto the camera.
Scan succeeded. Camera is connecting to your router. Please wait. Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to Reolink. Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to
Okay, so there you go. Scan succeeds, and camera is connecting to your router. Please wait. Connection to the router succeeded. Click that, and now it's trying to connect to the device. Let's give it a moment. Okay, so create a login password. So let me do that off camera. Okay, so I've created a password. I've entered in the details. Let's click next. Okay, device settings, name your camera. Oh, a new version of camera 1 is available. Please update this device to continue. Okay, we'll just do the upgrade. Okay, so the device is upgrading. Please wait patiently and don't switch off the power supply. I got it, I'm going to click. Okay, let's name the device. So we'll just call it camera. And click next. Okay, so done and initialization finished. Okay, battery cameras are not designed for 24/7 continuous recording. To reduce battery power consumption, the camera will only wake up when motion events are triggered or when you access the camera via client or app. Okay, camera sensor precautions. Okay, don't point to frequently moving objects like cars. Don't point to strong light. Avoid strong signal interference. Keep away from heat resources, and don't point to a mirror. Okay, so it says at the bottom, save the device QR code to your smartphone, and there's a tick there, and I'll press use now. And there you go. That's what you're presented with. So one camera. So if I click there now, there you go. Simple as that to get set up. Okay, so next, let me run you through the options you have available for this. So initially, before you select the camera, You've got the alarm button on, so that's for PIR activity, so that turns it off, turns it back on again. Next to it, there's a settings option. If I go in there, you've got info, so that's IP address details, etc. for the actual camera, and MAC address. If I go back, share, so you can share the camera with someone else, so you can view it as well. Push notifications, okay, click it again, turns it off, so you can have push notifications coming. Wi-Fi, there's the Wi-Fi details. If you want to change that, it can be easily changed. More, so password for the device, date, time, storage, upgrade, a restore, reboot. Okay, coming down here, battery, so it's good. You're getting the percentage of the battery, 67%, and calculating device's online status for last 4 weeks. This will help you learn its battery consumption. So that's interesting to know. So this is quite clever how it will actually try and work it out on the usage. Okay. Next, you've got display. So you can rotate it, for instance. There you go. Put it back again. Okay. Display info settings. So camera name, date, and a watermark. Okay. Anti-flicker and day and night. Okay. So black and white or color. Okay, quality, so you've got clear here, so this is the actual resolution for clear, and fluent, this is the actual resolution for fluent. Okay, if I go in there, you can amend it, cancel that, go into clear, and that's the frame per second you're getting, so it's at the maximum there. Bit rates value is just below. Okay, go back again, go back again. Okay, next, PIR settings. It's enabled, so you've got schedule there, and you can actually set up when you want the PIR to come into action. Sensitivity level, so obviously it goes up to 100, which is sensitive, and insensitive is 1. So let's put it back to what it was, which is 80. Okay, reduce false alarms. There are objects wavering occasionally within the monitoring zone, such as waving leaves. Please enable this to reduce false alarms. So if you enable that, obviously you will reduce false alarms. Okay, go back. Next is record. Okay, recording is on, recording settings, post motion duration, so how much you want to record after the motion is detected. So 8 seconds, you can increase that as well. Okay, alarm sound, custom alarm sound. Okay, and you can record as well. Okay, alarm sound. It's a bit different. Okay, email. So enable email settings. Okay, so you can send to an email recipient. That's probably for notifications that it's gone off. Record audio. Okay, that's good. You'll hear no audio in live video streaming and playback when it's disabled. Okay, so status LED, turn on off the blue light in the camera. So infrared lights, so the infrared lights will turn on automatically in dim conditions, so you can disable that, which is quite an advantage. So if you did install this camera indoors pointing out of a window, you won't get the reflection of the LED lights, so the infrared lights on there. So that's quite a good option to have. Some cameras don't have, so you're limited what you can do with it, so you can't install it inside pointing out. For this one you would be able to. Okay, let's go back. And now finally let's get into the camera. So it's streaming, so let's click on the corner here. So this is where you can select your cameras. So one is selected at the moment. Okay, there, the alarm setting, trigger alarm sounds, speaker there. So you can just hear me speaking. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. There you go. Let's turn that off. Pause. Okay, that will pause the actual live stream. Let's hit play again. Okay, that's back. Take a snapshot, initiate recording. Let's pause that. Fluent and 1080p. Let's go straight over to 1080p. Obviously, that's going to use a bit more bandwidth. Okay, so let's have a test. If I lift it, just to show there is a slight lag on there, as you can see. Put it back down again. Okay, next, if I go on there, color, black and white, auto. Let's go to black and white. Okay, that will be more for night vision. Okay, go back to color and then auto. Okay, full screen. So you can shoot over to full screen to have the options there as well. Come out of that. Okay, and then below that you've got a talk button. So this ain't going to work only because I'm doing a screen record on my phone at the moment, so I can demonstrate that later. Okay, so next if we click on playback, and that's the footage that's been recorded. If I click play, there you go. It's excellent. It's recorded that. And that's all you have. So next, let me show the actual alarm coming on. So if I now lift the camera and show a bit of moving, there you go. So it's detected motion and obviously alarm's gone off. Okay, next I'm going to drop down, turn off my Wi-Fi, give it a moment. Let's see if it actually connects on 4G. Okay, it's connected on 4G. Let's play it. Excellent. There you go. If I move it now. Excellent functionality. So no ports to open on your router. You don't even have to register an account on there. Just go to your data or another Wi-Fi network somewhere else and you can connect to your camera. So excellent functionality. Okay, so next I wanted to show the push notification and the alarm in action. So if I go here, see the icon there, push. So if I turn that off, obviously you're not going to get push notifications. If you turn that on, you will. Going back here, the PIR alarm indicator, obviously that has to be on as well. So now, if there's movement sensed, alarm goes off, and that's what you get. So if I click on there, view, go and jump straight to the camera. Okay, so if I close that off, close off the apps, and we move the camera again. And there you go. Camera alert, alarms from camera. So if I click on that, it's jumped straight to the camera. Takes a moment obviously to display, and just to show the lag again. Good second or two, couple of seconds I'd say. Yeah, it's pretty slow, but still you do get near enough a live feed on there. Okay, so next I wanted to show the tap to talk options. If I click that, I should be able to speak and you can hear it from the camera. There you go, you can hear it. So if I bring the phone close to me now and say test 1 2 3, so there you go, pretty loud. And the thing to note is obviously if you've got a lot of background noise, you may struggle to hear if you're outside and talk to the person. But obviously that's going to be with any sort of system. The other thing to note is the installation of this. What you've got to keep in mind is it's all good having a wireless camera with a solar panel, but it's going to be dependent on your Wi-Fi. So do make sure you've got a sufficient signal to obviously pick this up. So it has to be a reasonable distance away from your Wi-Fi. So keep that in mind. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this outdoor Wi-Fi camera. Completely wire-free, has an internal battery built in, and can be connected to a solar panel just to keep it charged up. So a couple of things to note. Obviously, if you're constantly recording or there's a lot of motion out there, that's going to drain the battery very quickly and reduce the life of this. So it's in a situation where there isn't a large amount of activity just to keep this going. Obviously, I've just done an initial test, so long-term wise, I wouldn't be able to comment on that just yet. Perhaps I'll install this myself and come back with a follow-up video later on just to give you an idea how it performs. But my initial impressions is quite positive. Good design, good build quality, simple to install. The only negative point I can make, it's a shame it doesn't work with Smart Life and Tuya. If it did, it would be excellent for my own situation because all my smart tech's under that. So there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like and subscribe.